Alright guys, we're going to do another section of Python today, so it's called Boolean and operators. And if anything's not going well for you, please let me know in the comments or send me an email if you're having trouble with any part of this. Alright, so arithmetic operators. These mostly should just make sense to everybody. So to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, use the following symbols. A plus sign for addition, so example would be x plus y. Subtraction is a minus sign. X minus y. Multiplication is the star symbol, so that's going to be shift 8. And for example, x times y. Division is a slash, so right below the question mark, and x divided by y. So some examples here. So if we have x equals 3 and y equals 15, if we print, and then we print 9 plus 10, that'll print out 19. 13 minus 4 will give us -1, so negatives do work. 5 times 5, 25. 10 divided by 2 is an interesting one. I want you to notice that the output here, everything else was an int because we had ints in the things. But whenever we do division, the output is always a float number. And we can also do math with variables. So y minus x, y is 15, x is 3, so 15 minus 3 is 12. So as I said, division always results in a float value, and whenever you do an operation with a float number, the answer is a float number. So you're always going to have a decimal after it if any of the things in the mathematical equation have a decimal in them. So for example, 9 plus 10.0 returns 19.0. 13.0 minus 14 returns negative 1.0. 5 times 5.0 returns 25.0. 11 divided by 2 returns 5.5. So again, that's always going to be a float with division. And then if we had y as a variable of 15.0, instead of just 15, it's going to return 12.0. So even if you have a variable there, it's going to be a float. If the variable is a float, your answer is going to be a float as well. Alright. Modulus is another thing we can use. So modulus is the percent symbol, and it gives the remainder for a division problem. We'll talk about why that's useful probably a little later on. So for example, if you have 128 remainder 5, you do the 128 divided by 5, and the remainder of that is 3, as shown in this lovely long division thing over here. And so if you do 128 remainder 5, it'll give 3 as the output. So if you did print 128 percent sign 5, when you ran the program, it would just print out the number 3. So some examples of remainder problems. So if you have, I would suggest pausing the video briefly and trying to do these, and then I'll come back with the answers here in a second. Alright, so hopefully you're able to have a chance to figure out what these were. So 34 remainder 5. So 5 divided by 34 would be 6, and 6 times 5 is 30, so your remainder would just be 4. So the answer to that one would be 4. 104 remainder 10. 10 divided by 104 would be 10 remainder 4, so the answer to that one is going to be 4. And whenever you do remainder of something by 10, you get the last digit of that number. So 135 remainder 25 is going to be 25 times 5 would be 125. So, and then we'd have remainder 10 left over. So the answer to this one would be 10. And then 33 remainder 2. And doing remainder 2 is a way to determine if a number is even or odd. So if the remainder, when you do remainder 2 is 1, it's odd. If it's 0, it's even. So hopefully those made sense to you guys. Alright, exponents. If you want to raise something to a power, you use 2 multiplication signs. So for example, 3 star star 2 is the same as saying 3 to the second power. So 3 times 3, which is 9. Or 2 star star 4 is 2 to the 4th power, so that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16. Okay, floor division. And those of you who are in computer science, this is how division works in Java, all division. But in Python, you have to do this specific operator to do floor division. So it just rounds down to the nearest whole number. So 15 divided by 4 would give us 3. 27 divided by 4 would give us 6. And if you have a float number in there, when you do floor division, it gives you a float as well. So 27.3 divided by 4 would be 6.0 instead of just 6. Alright, so these are some shortcuts for changing variables. So again, the equal sign is just what you use to create a variable. So that first one is x equals 5. So if you do plus equals, that's the same as saying x equals x plus 3. So if x was 5, now x has been changed to be 5 plus 3, so 8. Minus equals, so that's the same as saying x equals x minus whatever number. So in this case, x minus equals 3 is the same as saying x equals x minus 3. So again, if x started out as 5, now x equals 2 after that. Star equals is x equals x times 3. And again, if we started out with x equals 5, then we'd have x equals 15 after we did that. Divided equals is divided by, remainder equals is just takes the remainder of that. So for that one, we'd have x remainder equals 3. It would be the same as saying x equals x remainder 3. So if x was 5, 5 divided by 3, the remainder is 2. So after that, x would equal 2. Floor division and exponents kind of work the same way. So again, it's just doing that command with whatever number is after it. Alright, so we'll go through this kind of example here real quick. So we have x equals 5, y equals 3, and z equals 8. So first thing we have is x plus equals 4. So it means x is going to now equal x plus 4. So that's 5 plus 4. So after this, at this point, x equals 9. Now we have z minus equals 6. So z is going to be equal to z minus 6. So 8 minus 6. So at this point, z equals 2. And now we change x times equals y. So now we have x equals 9 times y, which is 3. So now x equals 27. So we print off what x is 27, y is still 3, z is now 2. So make sure you notice that it prints off whatever the value has changed to, not the original value. Okay, a Boolean operation will let you know if something is true or false. So it's just like comparing two numbers. So for example, if we compare 9 and 10, if we print, and you can print it, and I'll tell you if the output will be true or false. So if we print 9 is greater than 10, the output will be false. If we print 9 equals 10, and again, to compare two things, you need to use two equal signs, which we'll talk about in a second. That would be false. Print 9 is less than 10, that would be true. And if x is 13 and y is 8, and we print that x is greater than y, that would return true as well. So again, it's just going to print true or false, whether the statement in the printing of the parentheses is true or false. Remember that if you put one of those things in quotes, for example, if you put quotes here and here, those aren't the best quotes in the world, but you get the idea, that would just print off 9 space greater than space 10. So here are some operators to compare. Like I said, to check if something's equal to something else, you have to use two equal signs. An exclamation point, then an equal sign will be not equal to. So it'll return true if x is not equal to y. We have greater than, less than, and then greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. So those are the ways you can compare things in Python, and that's pretty similar across all computer programming languages. Alright, so some examples of Booleans here. So if x equals 7 and y equals 6, we have print y is greater than or equal to 6. That's going to be true, since y is equal to 6. If we print 6 is not equal to 7, that's going to be true because 6 does not equal 7. If we print y is not equal to 7, that's going to be true because y is 6 and it's not equal to 7. If we print x is not equal to 7, that is false because x is equal to 7, because x is equal to 7, so 7 equals 7. So if you say 7 is not equal to 7, that returns false. Alright, hopefully all this made sense. If you have any questions, put them in the comments in Moodle, and you do have a short quiz again over this. It'll be 5 questions again. You have 2 attempts at that. And next week we're going to hopefully start with some user input. I'm trying to decide what to do for Monday, if we want to do a quiz over this stuff or do one more thing, but I'll let you know that in the Moodle lesson plans. Alright, again, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.